Good morning, students. In today's class, let us discuss about human excretory system. Excretion is nothing but the process of removal of waste. Excretion is nothing but removal of nitrogenous waste. Removal of nitrogenous waste from the body. The process of removal of nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste such as urea, uric acid, ammonia, etc. Urea, uric acid, ammonia. And these nitrogenous waste are toxic. Toxic means poisonous. They need to be eliminated from the body. In human beings, there is a well-developed excretory system. In human beings, there is a well-developed excretory system which is meant for the removal of nitrogenous waste from the body. Human excretory system. Human excretory system includes a pair of kidneys. Human excretory system includes a pair of kidney, then a pair of ureter, single urinary bladder. Single urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a muscular sac-like structure. Urinary bladder is a muscular sac-like structure and single urethra. Urethra is a small tube-like structure. See, this is the diagrammatic view of human excretory system, which includes a pair of kidneys, and these kidneys are bean-shaped. Bean-shaped kidneys. In human beings, a pair of kidneys. Pair means two. Two kidneys are present, and these kidneys are bean-shaped. Bean-shaped. Then a pair of ureter. A pair of ureter. Ureter is a long tube-like structure. It's a long tube-like structure. Pair of ureter. Single muscular sac-like. Sac means bag-like structure that is called as urinary bladder. And the last one is small tube-like structure called urethra. These are the different parts of human excretory system. The structural and functional unit of kidney. The structural and functional unit of kidney is called as nephron. Nephron is nothing but structural and functional unit of kidney. Structural and functional unit of kidney is called as nephron. The structural and functional unit of nervous system is called neuron. Neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. The structural and functional unit of nervous system is called as neuron. The structural and functional unit of kidney is called as nephron. Nephron, neuron. Nephron and neuron are different. Inside the kidney, millions of nephrons are present. Inside the kidney, millions of nephrons are present. Inside this kidney or in the nephron, the filtration of blood takes place. Filtration of blood. Filtration means blood gets filtered in a nephron that separates the waste present in the blood and produces filtrate. Blood reaches the kidney through this renal artery or through the renal veins. See, renal artery and renal veins. Through the renal vein, deoxygenated blood or the impure blood reach the kidney. In the kidney, the filtration of blood takes place, especially in the nephrons. Nephrons of the kidney are meant for the filtration of the blood. That filtration separates the nitrogenous waste present in the blood. And after filtration, pure blood flows throughout the body, whereas the filtrate, finally that filtrate is called as urine. That urine from the kidney through long tube called ureter reach the urinary bladder. In the nephrons of the kidney, blood gets filtered. The waste, nitrogenous waste present in the blood forms the urine. That urine through the long tube called ureter reach the muscular bag-like structure called urinary bladder. Then from the urinary bladder, urine goes out of the body through a small tube-like structure called urethra. Urethra is a small tube-like structure through which urine goes out of the body. And in the urinary bladder, urine gets stored for temporary period of time. The storage of urine for temporary period of time, that means for about 1 hour or for about 2 hours, takes place in the urinary bladder. Ureter is present between kidney and urinary bladder. Ureter brings the urine from kidney into urinary bladder. Urethra is a small tube-like structure through which urine present inside the urinary bladder goes out of the body. This is about the structure of human excretory system. And at the above portion of the kidney, you can see the presence of adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is present above the kidney. And this adrenal gland secretes or produces emergency hormones. Adrenal gland produces emergency hormones. This is about the structure of human excretory system. The formation of urine. Formation of urine includes 3 steps. Formation of urine includes 3 steps. Formation of urine includes 3 steps, such as glomerular filtration. First step. Second step is tubular reabsorption. And third step is tubular tubular secretion. Tubular secretion. These are the three steps which comes under the formation of urine. First one is glomerular filtration. Second one is tubular reabsorption, and third one is tubular secretion. Glomerular filtration means here the filtration of blood takes place in the glomerulus region of the nephron. Glomerular filtration is nothing but the filtration of the blood which takes place in the glomerulus portion of the nephron. See, this is the structure of nephron. Structure of nephron which contains glomerulus. Glomerulus is a knot of blood vessels. Knot of blood vessels. Glomerulus. Next one is Bowman's capsule. It is a cup-shaped structure. Cup-shaped structure is called Bowman's capsule. Then the next to the Bowman's capsule. Next to the Bowman's capsule, highly coiled region is present. Highly coiled region is present. That highly coiled region is called as proximal convoluted tubule or PCT. Proximal convoluted tubule. Next to the proximal convoluted tubule, a U-shaped long tube called Henle's loop is present. Proximal convoluted tubule. Next to this proximal convoluted tubule, U-shaped Henle's loop is present. Next to the Henle's loop, less coiled structure that is called as DCT or distal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule is highly coiled structure. Next to that, U-shaped structure called Henle's loop is present. Next to the Henle's loop, less coiled structure that is called DCT or distal convoluted tubule is present. And that distal convoluted tubule opens into collecting duct. This is called collecting duct. It collects the filtrate. Collecting duct or it collects the urine. Like this, many collecting ducts are converged here. And all the collected urine reach the urinary bladder through ureter. Glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion are the three different steps which comes under formation of urine. Say, in this glomerulus region, the filtration of the blood takes place. Then the filtrate passes through the proximal convoluted tubule, where tubular reabsorption means excess of water present in the filtrate. Excess of water present in the filtrate is reabsorbed by the proximal convoluted tubule and Henle's loop. Tubular secretion, that means the waste which are present in the cells of which are present in the different parts of the nephron are again released or again secreted into the filtrate. That makes the urine more concentrated. Filtration means here the filtration of the blood takes place. Reabsorption means the excess of water and the nutrients present in the filtrate is reabsorbed. Then secretion means the remaining nitrogenous waste which are present in the different parts of the nephron are once again released or secreted into the filtrate. Finally, in the collecting duct, a concentrated urine is formed. Concentrated urine is formed. Urine is usually yellow in color, which contains nitrogenous waste. Urine is yellow in color and it contains nitrogenous waste. This is about the structure of human excretory system, structure of nephron, and about the steps of urine formation. In case of plants, the removal of waste takes place in the form of raisins, in the form of gums, tannins, and the peeling of hardwood or the removal of older xylem eliminates the waste present in the plant body. Now let us discuss in brief regarding human circulatory system. Human circulatory system. Human circulatory system includes heart. Human circulatory system, or which includes heart, then various vessels, veins. See, this is the model of human heart. Which includes mainly 4 chambers. Human heart mainly includes 4 chambers. In case of humans, 4-chambered heart is present, whereas in lower organisms such as in fishes, 2-chambered heart is present. In fishes, 2-chambered heart. In amphibians like frog, 3-chambered heart, and in mammals or in human beings, 4-chambered heart is present. The structure of human heart includes 4 chambers. Structure of human heart includes 4 chambers. Here, includes 4 chambers, means 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Human heart includes 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. See, this is the ventricle, auricle, ventricle. And this is called as right auricle. This is the right auricle, whereas this one is the right ventricle. Right auricle, right ventricle. This is the left auricle. Left auricle, and this one is left ventricle. Left auricle and left ventricle. here. This is the aorta and its branches. Aorta and its branches, whereas this one is the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. This is aorta. And here pulmonary veins are present. These are called as pulmonary veins. And in this region, superior and inferior vena cava. Superior and inferior vena cava are present. Say this is the diagram of human heart, which includes 4 chambers such as 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. These auricles are upper smaller chambers. Auricles are upper smaller chambers, whereas ventricles are lower larger chambers. Lower larger chambers are called as ventricles. Upper smaller chambers are called as auricles. So what is the function of this right auricle and right ventricle? What is the function of left auricle and left ventricle? Always deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means blood with less oxygen. Deoxygenated blood reach the right side of the heart. Deoxygenated blood means blood without oxygen or more carbon dioxide reach the right side of the heart. Particularly, deoxygenated blood reach the right auricle through superior and inferior vena cava. Deoxygenated blood reach the right auricle through superior and inferior vena cava. Then, from the right auricle, blood reach the ventricle. Between the auricle and ventricle, here walls are present. Bicuspid, tricuspid walls are present. From the right auricle, blood reach the right ventricle. And remember, this blood is deoxygenated. Then from the right ventricle, blood goes out of the heart. Blood goes out of the heart through pulmonary artery. From the right ventricle, blood goes out of the heart through pulmonary artery. Then, through this artery, blood reach the lungs. Blood reach the lungs. In human respiratory system, a pair of lungs are present or 2 lungs are present. Here what happens? This deoxygenated blood reach the lungs, and here the exchange of gases takes place. Exchange of gases means carbon dioxide present in the deoxygenated blood gets exchanged with the oxygen present in the lungs. Oxygen present in the lungs reach the blood, whereas the carbon dioxide present in the blood reach the lungs. Then deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated. Deoxygenated blood gets converted to or becomes oxygenated. These blood reach the left side of the heart through the pulmonary veins. See, these are pulmonary veins. Through these pulmonary veins, oxygenated blood reach the left auricle. Through pulmonary veins, oxygenated blood reach the through pulmonary veins, oxygenated blood reach the left auricle. Then from the left auricle, oxygenated blood enters into the left ventricle. Here. Then from the left ventricle, oxygenated blood goes out of the heart through aorta. Blood goes out of the heart through aorta. And through this aorta and its branches, blood reach the different parts of the body. It reaches, oxygenated blood reaches different parts of the body. Here what happens? In the different parts of the body, again exchange of gases takes place between the blood and cells or tissues. Cells or tissues receives the oxygen present in the oxygenated blood and gives the carbon dioxide present in the cells. In the different parts of the body, exchange of gases takes place. That means oxygen present in the oxygenated blood gets exchanged with the carbon dioxide present in the cells. And these carbon dioxides are produced during various metabolic activities. That means oxygenated blood becomes deoxygenated. That deoxygenated blood reach the heart through superior and inferior vena cava. Particularly, deoxygenated blood reach the right auricle through superior and inferior vena cava. Like this, blood flows in the heart as well as outside of the heart. This is about human circulatory system. Blood. Composition of blood includes RBC, WBC and platelets. Blood contains RBC. RBC means blood means it contains RBC, WBC and platelets. And it also includes plasma, means fluid part of the blood. Or plasma includes more amount of water and it also contains some proteins, minerals, water constitutes plasma. RBC, WBC and platelets are the different types of cells present in the blood. RBC means red blood cells. WBC, white blood cells. Platelets are essential for the coagulation or clotting of blood. The main function of platelets, it is helpful in clotting of blood. Whereas the RBC or red blood cells are red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin. It contains hemoglobin pigment or that is also called as HB. Hemoglobin or HB. This hemoglobin pigment gives red color to the blood. Hemoglobin pigment gives red color to the blood. The main function of hemoglobin is transport of oxygen main function of hemoglobin is transport of oxygen to various parts of the body. WBC or white blood cells are involved in defense mechanism. WBC are involved in defense mechanism. Defense mechanism means WBCs are involved in the killing of pathogen. Any disease causing organism enters the body, then that will be identified by the WBCs which fight against the pathogen. Defense mechanism. Whereas the function of platelets is clotting of blood or coagulation of blood. This is about human circulatory system. Thank you.